Ryan Loder versus Azamat Bekoev. Um, Ryan Loder versus Azamat Bekoev. Let's actually take a look at the previous opponents and then we can take it from there. So Ryan Loder has only beaten one person, which is Robert Valentine or Robert Valentine or something like that, which is a confusing win, to be honest. Which is honestly a confusing win, mainly because I feel like Robert Valentine is a terrible, sure. Which I think Robert Valentin is a terrible grappler. So it honestly makes sense for him to actually lose. I mean, he lost to another Dana White Contender Series alumni. So I don't know how good the win over Robert Valentin is, but he still showed that he is actually good at grappling. It's not it's not a game because he actually managed to perform significantly well. And what do you call him? Azamat Bekoev was able to knock out, and it was on short notice, so I'm a little bit worried to be honest. He was able to knock out Zachary Reese in the first round. I think Azamat Bekoev was coming in on short notice, so that's worrying, a little bit worrying. I think both of them are really good. I think both of them are really good grabblers. As far as reach, I think Ryan Loder has the reach advantage. To be honest, in this particular fight, um, he has a he has a 4 inch reach advantage. Both of them are basically are finishers. You know, they know how to finish fights. So I don't think that any one of them has an advantage as far as finishing ability. So it just comes down to who's going to be a little bit more dominant. As far as output, based on what I've seen from Azamat, I think Azamat has a bit more of an output. But defensively, I think Azamat is terrible. He gets hit a lot. Whereas I think Ryan Loder is really, really defensively good and really, really has underrated striking, in my opinion. So, in all honesty, I'd give the advantage to Ryan Loder. If Ryan Loder can manage to avoid getting the fight to the ground, I can see a situation where Ryan Loder wins the striking exchanges, especially because it's very difficult to hit him, but it's pretty easy to hit his opponents. So honestly, on the feet, when you combine the fact that Ryan Loder has exceptional striking defense, when you combine the fact that Ryan Loder is going to have a 4 inch reach advantage over Azamat Bekoev, and basically their output as far as striking is more or less the same. Um, I would honestly give the advantage, striking advantage to Ryan Loder. Ryan Loder can actually avoid taking the fight to the ground because he has good takedown defense. The mere fact that Ryan Loder was able to avoid getting touched up by Robert Valentin, who I think is a pretty decent striker. Ryan Loder actually performed decently, even though he took the fight to the ground. I think the mere fact that he was able to survive up until he got the fight to the ground was quite impressive, in my opinion. So I think if the fight stays on the feet, I can see a situation where Ryan Loder actually wins that fight. Um, and he's good enough to actually avoid any ground exchanges because Ryan Loder has a good takedown defense. Um, I mean, of course, Azamat Bekoev is particularly good, or rather shoots a lot of takedowns, especially when you look at his fight with Zachary Reese. So, and he's pretty strong. So it's gonna be very interesting. I mean, even Ryan Loder, like just looking at him physically, he's a strong dude. So this is going to be a really close fight. But I think if Ryan Loder uses his takedown defense because he has good takedown defense, I think he is going to definitely win on the feet if he can keep the fight on the feet. So yeah, my subscribers went with Azamat Bekoev. I'm going with Ryan Loder. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how that one plays out. Yeah, that basically concludes my breakdown for this particular fight. If you want to watch all my other breakdowns, including this one, go to the live section of the channel. Until that next time, deuces.